Hey there, welcome back to Breakfast Included. It's your buddy Ian. Do you like watching old movies? Do you like thinking about how long human beings have been on planet Earth? And do you often wonder to yourself, what was life like in the 1980s before the smartphone? And I wonder if anybody put VHS videos of that time up on YouTube. The answer is yes to everything. Let's get to it. All right, let's get it going. Here's video number 1. This is, first off, I think this is really funny. This is a channel on YouTube that is called the History Channel, like the History Channel on TV, 755 subscribers, 1,300 views for this video. If you're into ancient archaeology, pyramids, other stuff I've talked about before on here, this is a video I came across claiming a 200,000-year-old tile floor has been found in Oklahoma. This is actually the thumbnail of the video, which is extremely intriguing. You can see all these potential geometric cut patterns on this floor here. I have this right now at 1.25 speed, and I'm just going to play this from the start and check this out. Very intriguing.
The Oklahoma newspaper, The Oklahoman, would publish a story on June 28, 1969, titled, "It's a Cracked Puzzle." Subsequently pulled from their archives, some astute researchers, however, have managed to track down this amazing article.
Okay, I have to just pause it right here and say one of the reasons I'm showing this video is I'm just a sucker for, and I absolutely love these YouTube videos that are mostly just pictures done in what I would call Ken Burns style, just the floating pictures, and then I think this is an AI voice over the top of it. As you probably know and have found out, I'm really into archaic styles on YouTube.
Detailing an impossible discovery. It pertains to the excavation of an ancient floor, a tiled area which covered a truly vast distance, as if it was once the highly finished floor of an enormous structure. What is astonishing regarding this floor, however, is the date that countless specialists have concluded upon. The age of these tiles is simply baffling. According to the modern dating techniques used, this floor was laid well over 200,000 years ago, using a tiling mortar containing currently unknown elements.
All right, you've got unknown elements, you've got newspaper clippings going back to the 1960s, right up my alley.
Delbert Smith, president of the Oklahoma Seismograph Company and past president of the Oklahoma City Geophysical Society, accompanied Durwood Pate, an independent petroleum geologist, in an exploration of the site. They finished their studies by stating that they were both very satisfied that it is not a natural earth formation and that it is indeed man-made. Smith and Pate even took core samples to make a microscopic investigation of the material makeup. The discovery of 2 holes through the rock strata height and interests, and when measurements revealed the 2 holes to be exactly 16.5 feet apart, or precisely 1 rod, they were convinced it was a deliberate, artificial placement. The stone tiles were found to have been made from Permian limestone, laced with quartz grains. Geologists who focused their attention on the unusual flooring were all at a loss to explain the origin of the formation.
Okay, now that is rather amazing. If you look at how this floor is laid out with all these geometric patterns, this is in Oklahoma. Maybe this is a real floor that was laid down by a civilization 200,000 years ago. I think that would be absolutely fascinating. I also like to say, I just, as you know, love these pictures that are just like spread way out so they lose all their perspective, which is it's just a lot of fun.
John M. Ware, an Oklahoma City geologist, said, "It simply cannot be explained within the field of geology.
Wow, that's wild. That looks like it could be anything. Like, were things running along here? I'm not sure. I think this video is great. The video's in the list. Go watch the rest of it. There was 2 minutes of it. If you're into ancient archaeology, you're probably going to love that. Let's keep trucking. Video number 2. All right, back to music, something a little different. This video is not really obscure, but it's one of my absolute favorites. So Marc Rebillet, I believe is how it's pronounced. He is a musician who just sets up his gear, keyboards and drum machines in different parts of the world, and basically creates music on site, creates beats and chords and rhythms, and then he creates songs. So this is his channel, 2.36 million subscribers, so obviously not that obscure, but this is probably one of my favorite songs he's ever done in public. It's about being late to work, and I'm just going to play it for you.
You're late to work, who gives a fuck? It's your life, bitch! Fuck you, boss, I'm late!
Hey,
I'm late.
what are you going to do, right?
I'm late.
does all this stuff right on site, making these beats. Marc Rebillet, go check him out. Links down below, obviously. All right, let's keep trucking. Video number 3, something quite a bit different.
You into a robot.
If you are my age, you grew up watching The Princess Bride, which means you know who this actor is here. His name is Wallace Shawn. Let me just show you this real quick. This is the IMDb for The Princess Bride. The Princess Bride was based on a book, movie based on a book about a mythical place where a princess is rescued by a knight-type character. But what I'm trying to show you here is this is Wallace Shawn. And this movie, called My Dinner with Andre, is starring Wallace Shawn and another actor. This is actually the entire movie you can watch on YouTube. I'll put that, obviously, the link will be down there below. So you have Wallace Shawn. He plays a character named Wallace, and Andre, who also plays a character with his real name, Andre Gregory, haven't seen each other in 5 years, and they agree to meet for dinner. A well-known theater director, dropped out of the New York scene to travel the world, and Wallace stuck around, finding only mixed success as a playwright. As they sit down to eat, Andre launches into a series of fantastic stories from his time away, and Wallace can't help but notice how different their worldviews have become. This is an awesome movie. It's obviously from 1981, but the reason I have it here is the whole movie takes place across one table in a restaurant. They meet, they sit down, they have this conversation for an hour and 50 minutes, spanning all kinds of things. Somebody in the comments here was cool enough to timestamp the entire movie, which I just think is super, super cool. So you can check that out. So I'm going to play you a clip from the movie, which just gives you a vibe for this thing.
Why do you think that is? I mean, why is that? I mean, is it just because people are lazy today, or they're bored? I mean, are we just like bored, spoiled children who've just been lying in the bathtub all day, just playing with their plastic duck, and now they're just thinking, well, what can I do?
Okay, yes. We are bored. We're all bored now. But has it ever occurred to you, Wally, that the process that creates this boredom that we see in the world now may very well be a self-perpetuating, unconscious form of brainwashing created by a world totalitarian government based on money, and that all of this is much more dangerous than one thinks, and it's not just a question of individual survival, Wally, but that somebody who's bored is asleep, and somebody who's asleep will not say no? See, I keep meeting these people. I mean, just a few days ago, I met this man whom I greatly admire. He's a Swedish physicist, Gustav Bjornstrand, and he told me that he no longer watches television, he doesn't read newspapers, and he doesn't read magazines. He's completely cut them out of his life because he really does feel that we're living in some kind of Orwellian nightmare now, and that everything that you hear now contributes to turning you into a robot.
I'm going to leave it right there. The movie is really cool. You kind of have to pay attention the whole time because it's really just the two of these guys, one who's had success and one who really hasn't, talking to each other about how things work in the world. My Dinner with Andre. Check that out. I'd love to know if you grew up watching The Princess Bride, if you're familiar with Wallace Shawn or Andre, the other actor. Absolutely fascinating movie, and the fact that you can just watch the whole thing on YouTube is kind of a trip. So there's that. Let's keep going. Okay, something completely different. This channel is just videos I think are cool, fascinating. A lot of times it's channels with not a lot of subscribers, but really valuable content. I'm sure it won't surprise you that I'm into cryptocurrency. I'm into Bitcoin. I think it's cool. I've done a few things with it. This is by no means financial advice whatsoever. Please do your own research. You know the drill. But this guy, Crypto Noble, has really been tracking recently. Here's his channel, 10,000 subscribers essentially. He has been putting out the shorts like absolute crazy. I think he's doing 4 or 5 shorts about crypto every single day, and a lot of them have some really valuable information. So I just stumbled on this video, I think it was yesterday, and this, I'm just going to show you real quick. As you probably know, I'm a huge fan of chapters in videos, so you can skip to what you want to see, as in there's chapters in this video. If you don't like this, you can just skip to the next one. But drop this down. Look at all these chapters. So he just goes over all this different stuff, and then if you want to skip something, you can just go to it. So Bitcoin, gold, Ethereum, XRP, Ripple, silver, Jim Cramer, Solana, Aave, Litecoin, etc. It's all right there. I haven't seen a video with this many chapters in quite a while. This guy's really cool. Lots of valuable insight. He shows all these charts. So I'm just going to play this very brief chapter about the Bitcoin price. Reminder, not financial advice, but check this out.
Hey, remember this? Resistance? You had this trend line. You had the all-time high. Oh, my God. You know, remember when Bitcoin went to the all-time high and then everyone sold it? Dumb. First time ever, gold weekly. Gold. Do you realize gold has just sat here? It's like bird on a wire getting ready to fly, but it's not on a wire. It's just below resistance.
That's a little teaser for Crypto Noble. Go check it out if you're into crypto. Not financial advice, obviously. If that's your bag. If it's not, let's keep going. All right. As you know from watching this channel, I was born in the 80s. So another thing I just think is super, super cool is these VHS videos that people put up on YouTube. I've always had this dream to start another YouTube channel that's just VHS tapes that you like buy at garage sales and you just put up the footage. This is 1980s small town teenagers, a day in the life. Not a whole lot to say about this other than it's just absolutely awesome. I'm going to play a little bit of this, and simply the fact that they don't have smartphones is just a little taste for those of you under 25. Here's small town teenagers in 1987.
Now it's a bright, beautiful, sunny day. What a day.
Wasn't last night great?
What a night. What a day.
What a day.
Uh-huh. Here's my breakfast. It's a Suzy Q. I like it a lot. We're gonna go to the beach. There's the Hanesmobile.
Where? Right there.
Actually, that's really my bike.
In case you didn't know, that's a BMX bike in the 80s. BMXing was one of the coolest things you could possibly do.
What a place. There's a... Norman!
You know how many people are going to be
That
walking?
reminds me of the Norman Bates house right there, just like...
So Norman Bates is a character from the movie Psycho. The first thing you notice about this video is just things just feel so much slower. Like time is just moving so much slower. That's what I noticed. I'm going to skip ahead here a little bit. Okay, so they go to the beach.
He's taking his mind right. Oh, Sam, I'm sorry to say. Come on, your back tire is okay. I'm sorry to say.
It's more BMX.
Film us.
We're hanging off the catwalk here.
And I'm at the beach. Record that.
Converse.
What?
Len, from now on your name is Lenders. Okay. Well then if I can call you Pea-Pie.
Pea-Pie.
Can I call you Scotty Pea-Pie? Okay, Pea-Pie.
Lenders.
Let's a real man, watch it.
This is the intersection downtown. Tavern there. Dump. Look at this dump.
Just classic kids referring to their own hometown as a dump.
Let's go that way.
In this video.
Why that way?
Because it's fun. Come on, let's do it.
Where?
Let's head down Irondale Road. I'm going to zoom in on that.
You could probably type that
Let's
into
prove
Google
it.
and it would tell you exactly where it is. So, I'm going to let this play out. Thank you for being here. There's
This is
another
going to be a
5
little
videos.
biography
You
of
can go and watch
downtown
them all
Hadlock here.
in their full glory. Click like if you liked it. Click subscribe. And I'm going to keep coming back with more. Appreciate you. See you real soon.